job. Like, it's her destiny. It is her entire reason for living, is to take care or to make sure that her brother and Trevor and her are okay. And it's just so sad because she's in love with
It's a challenging one, so I guess I'll talk a little bit about it.
the real problem here is like society and poverty. That does not need to exist. I have been a very productive person. A day when I just feel like I've taken care of myself. I've gotten some work done as well. I've also showered. Not that that's a problem for me to do every day, but like small wins. I didn't do this entirely today, but today I finished this and I uploaded 2 videos. So I cleared off 2 SD cards and my footage from November. And I just feel so productive. And I feel like, because lately I've just been feeling like I'm not doing enough. Like I'm not doing my job personally, or like I have imposter syndrome, but that's not true. I'm doing enough and I'm doing a lot. There's just a lot going on in the world and also in my head, and that's okay. I also really need to wash my hair, and that's bothering me, but I can't because I don't have any hair products, and I can't go out to buy any hair products because I'm stuck in the house with a puppy. Editing 7 here, and I just want to say that I was stressing about all of this productivity, and my current thoughts while listening back on this video diary entry is that none of this shit even matters, because here I am weeks later stressing about whether or not I've done my job correctly or not, and I am just in like a worse situation than I was then. But like, it's all about perspective. Like, I feel like I just keep trying to like I don't know. The point is, nothing even matters, and like I just be so stressed all the time when all I need to do is like figure out how to unstress myself, because there's not much time here and I really don't want to spend it being stressed. But the productivity doesn't matter, is what I want to currently tell my past self. Anyways, the point is I've gotten a lot done today, and this is also like about a week in a row that I've been taking my vitamins consistently, and I feel better, but I've also been sleeping a lot more. It's getting bossy. I've learned how to relax, which I wasn't doing a lot of before. I was relaxing, but I wasn't just sitting down. And sometimes you need to just center yourself. And I'm grateful for having a new puppy because she's taught me so much about myself. I don't know why I went on that rant, but so far in November, I didn't even talk about the books I read in October. But all of the books that I've read were audiobooks, except for the one that I'm currently reading because I have a physical copy of it. But the one that I read in October, the 2 that I read in October were the summer book and If Beale Street Could Talk. Oh. And the summer book by Tove Jameson, I'll put a picture of it here because I read an audiobook of it. It was just a really beautiful story set in somewhere cold in Europe, and it was about this sweet little girl who was, I guess, living with her grandparents. And as she's growing older, her grandmother is dying, and they just have lovely little conversations on life and death, and it's just so sweet. Like, I love how curious she is. I love how soft they are in handling her curiosity, and patient they are. And it was just really beautiful. It was a really beautiful short story. I gave that 3 stars simply because I didn't love it and I don't think I would go back to it, but it was a cute story. The next thing that I read was If Beale Street Could Talk by James Baldwin. And that story is about a young couple who, on the brink of their, I guess, romantic future, they become thwarted by white people when, there we go. Fani, Tish is the girl's name. Fani is her boyfriend or fiance. And right when they're about to get married, Fani is accused of a crime and imprisoned, and Tish is also pregnant, and throughout the whole time that he's in prison and the baby is growing and they're expecting to get him out, it's just this long drawn out trial, and it's really sad. The book touches on the Black American psyche, how it deals with whiteness and oppression, the opposite of autonomy. It was really beautiful because James Baldwin's writing is beautiful, but the story itself was extremely sad. But it needed to be written because it's true. Gave it 4 stars, and I wrote I need a copy now. And then those were the 2 that I read in October. And then I started off November by reading Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, and that one was a reread for me because I read that in sometime like 10 years ago in high school. And oh my god, was high school 10 years ago? Yeah, the story was also really, really sad. I realized that I didn't pick it up the way that I should have the first time around. It deals with abandonment, responsibility, like the things that people will do for like love and human connection, or connection as like beings. I wrote here, this book is split into 3 volumes, each different perspectives concerning humanity and feelings of such: responsibility, love, abandonment, and societal pressures. A deeply moving text. I did not understand this as much the first time around, and I'm so glad that I've reread it this year, and I will be rereading it again. And I gave that one 4 stars as well because I totally felt that. Like I felt everything that the monster, like I felt that. I didn't finish The Infernal Desire Machines of Dr. Hoffman, but I DNF'd it in October. And then the most recent book that I finished is called Madam by Phoebe Wynne. And this one was my first dark academia novel, and I was intrigued, but I did not enjoy it. Quite frankly, I hated it. I feel like it was a colossal waste of my time, and I want my 18 hours back. Because I think that's how long I listened to it for. Because I kept going back to like check to see what happened. There was just a whole lot of nothing going on. I did appreciate all of the literary references that were there because I learned a lot, and the quotes were beautiful. And I totally understand the concept of what was happening, but it was just poorly executed. Or maybe it wasn't poorly executed, maybe it was good for some people, but personally I did not enjoy that story. The whole like girls being mean, like it just felt like I was reading a book about a cult, and it was set in 1992 in a boarding school in England, deep off the coast of somewhere, just like cult. It was just giving cult. And the woman that was there that they took on or tried to like experiment on, she was not helping, and she was just being weak and like are you kidding me? What kind of ending was that? But I'm not mad at it. It was fine. It was just like, I want my time back. I'm currently reading Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens, and that one is also really sad. Everything I've read so far has just been really sad, but that one is just also really sad. Poor Oliver Twist. Everyone is just using him, and now I find out he has some sort of inheritance that it seems like people are gonna probably try to use him for again. And I'm about 75% of the way through Oliver Twist. I'm listening to it on Libby, but I also have a physical copy, so I'm following along and adding my annotations here. That's what I'm currently reading so far in November. And well, I don't know if I'm gonna reread Homegoing, but that was the book that we chose for book club. Had a panic attack last night because my package says it was delivered, but it wasn't delivered, and sometimes the post office will say they delivered things and they hold them until the next day, and I don't do well with stuff like that. because I feel like, why would you say delivered if you don't have it? Like, say it's at the post office. No biting. My sweater. Arm, and I don't want it to be my arm right now. Anyways, my sweater came. I ordered a bag from her, and it got lost in the mail, so they sent me a new one, and they sent me this thing as a gift. And like, are you kidding me? Look how pretty this is. It has her name engraved in the side. I'm literally obsessed. Green's my favorite color, if you didn't know. So yeah, I'm not gonna be wearing it on that finger. I'm probably gonna be wearing it on this one, but it just got stuck on there and I'm not in the mood to take off right now, so I'll show you in another day when I style it. But it's like literally giant. Like, what usually comes in here? Folded nice and pretty. Oh, has the gold Carla Rockmore. Okay, here's what it looks like on. You can carry it like that. A crossbody. I don't like how it just like sits there. I want it to like hug me or whatever you want. Pad over here, journal over here. I kind of like it this way because you can't really tell what's in it. Okay. And that's what I was put in my Carla Rockmore bag. I showered and I put on my spoonless days hoodie because today is a spoonless day. Why are you laying on your blankie? Okay, there we go. Lie down. Lie down, baby. I did the towel enrichment treat thing with my dog, and food. I heard it fly everywhere. And second of all, she's killing it right now. She's doing such a good job at this.
Passion. The woman's watching grass, asthma, and they're so sad. Cause you ain't gon' like the karma when I'm false. And all false that my stomach is over for my skull to make it go over, man. Shit, supernatural disaster, you have fast back.
Hi, hungry. Hi, beautiful. Hi, beautiful. Hi, beautiful. Hi. No, that's not a toy. Good girl. Good girl. Okay.
Bro, I thought you was a fucking rat. Why would you go under me?
Nah, I thought you was a fucking rat. Question is toy. Bosky, I know you mad. This is our anniversary meal. And we're watching Harriet Tubman's movie on the Netflix. And I got fried pickles and french fries and tater tots. And chicken wings! And Gushers. I'm excited for the Gushers.
What the? Oh, don't do that. I thought Bosky jumped on my head.
I'm sorry. Look what Ashton's doing. Oh, that looks so good. It looked like that's literally what he's supposed to look like. Okay. And then we got me painting the background. And Shade on the phone being gay.
Don't talk to me. I don't talk to you.
Okay, bye, ho. Our paintings turned out last night. This one's mine. And this one is Ashton's.
Always find yourself alongside.
Good afternoon, 7. Baby Bosky here, who's getting to be a big baby. Look, say hi. Say hi, baby. Look. Baby Bosky here. Aww. You're so cute. Thank you. Thank you for your kisses. Thank you. Okay, we have my baby here, and today's Friday. She just woke up from a nap. Thank you. Which means it is 2 days after my Friendsgiving, and I've slightly recovered a little bit. Yesterday I slept the whole day, and I did all the dishes that morning. No biting. No biting. Leave it. But I still have this literal baby. Look at what she's doing right now. You want a bottle? You look like you want a bottle. She wants lunch. Bosky, I can't update myself. I love you. No biting. Thank you. Oh, where are you going? Okay, you have to come down. Mo got me his flowers on Thanksgiving on Wednesday, and I still haven't put them in water. They were sitting in water for like all day yesterday, and I took them out because they were just like I just had this part sitting in a cup in the sink. So I'm gonna pop these now and feed myself, because yesterday I got home from work and I ordered Burger King and didn't eat it because I was too tired to eat. So I'm gonna feed myself, feed my dog. Get down. Down. Yes, good girl. And yeah, commence to existing. Oh, I do want to talk about what I'm reading right now. I've been really into audiobooks lately. Oh, it's funny. It's actually right here because I was just listening to it. I've been listening to Night Crawling by Layla Motley. And it is about this brother-sister duo who have lost their parents in some way or another, in some way or another, death or society. And the little sister is 17, and the brother, I'm not sure what his age is, but I know he's older than her. What'd you just do? They need to survive. Their rent has doubled. It takes place in Oakland, California. Their rent has doubled, and neither of them have a job and can take care of themselves since their parents have left. And the sister also takes care of, I believe, their neighbor's kid next door. But she's 17, and the weight of... Good girl. Yes, potty. She's 17, and the weight of like responsibility that she has is absolutely insane. She has to figure out how she's going to pay for her and her older brother and another kid to exist, or she chooses that she has to. But in the situation that she's in, like psychologically, I don't think that she feels like it's a choice. Like to her, it is her job. Like it's her destiny. It is her entire reason for living, is to take care or to make sure that her brother and Trevor are okay. And it's just so sad because she's in love with like her best friend, who she can't really love because life doesn't give her time to love. She tries to work, but everywhere she goes they say she's too young. Or she works at this liquor store, but then the woman who is working at the liquor store, also there's gonna be spoilers here, but the woman who is working at the liquor store, or who owns the liquor store and who would let her work there like a day a week, passed away, and then the person who owned the liquor store now is like, no, we don't have money for you. So she's trying to find work everywhere she possibly can, and like life is not giving her any lemons. Her brother, she tells him that he needs to like get a job, and he gets a job and then like screams at a customer on like day one, and he's like, I can't do this working shit, like it's not for me, and it's his ego is just way too large. But I don't know, then we get his perspective 40% of the way through the book, when he like, they separated for a while and she working, like sex working to, no biting, sex working to keep them alive. Stop! No biting. Stop. No biting. Good girl. Yes, no biting. Sit. Sex working to keep them off the streets, which is funny because she's actually on the streets. Stop. No biting. And he pretends like he doesn't know that this is what she's doing to pay their rent, or doesn't care, and just continues to further his rap career, which the way that she's describing it doesn't seem like it's making it anywhere. And one of the other guys in his group has a baby mama, and she calls him to tell Kiara, our main character, his sister, that whatever they're doing is getting bad and he needs to stop. And yeah, so then Kiara goes to meet her brother, and he tries to apologize to her by offering her some fucking spray paint or something, because they used to paint together. And she's like, there's no way that he thinks paint is gonna fix all of this. Like, he needs to like help, but he doesn't see that he needs to help or take care of her. And he's like, dude, I've been taking care of people since like forever. It's time for me to take care of me, which like understandable, because he's been taking care of her since she was like 13 or 14, because I think that's when all this stuff went down with their parents. But also, like, this is your 17-year-old's little sister, and like, if that's your responsibility, then that's your responsibility. But the point is, it's fucked up for both of them, because this shouldn't be either of their responsibility. And the real problem here is like society and poverty that does not need to exist, and like corruption in the system. Like, as she's sex working, there is like a band of cops that literally take her as their own and don't pay her, and they just use her repeatedly, and there's nothing she can do about it, because like, they're the cops, and what is she gonna do? She doesn't know their name, she only knows their badge numbers, but even if she were to report them in the system anyway, so like, no one's gonna help her. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I read a little bit more of it. I think she's about to be picked up by this pimp, or he wants her, but she doesn't want to be owned. And yeah, that's as far as I've gotten. And the whole time, every time I say this out loud or explain this book to someone, I'm just like, wow, this girl is just having a terrible time. And this is so many people's stories. Yeah, I got thoroughly distracted because I was about to put these flowers in a vase, but now I have to go clean up pee off the floor, so I will be back. The easiest I've ever put flowers out and cleaned up. Filming technique. Hi, baby. No biting. No biting. No biting. No biting. No biting. Good girl. Yes. Nope. No biting. No biting. Can you stop biting, please? Can you stop? Can you stop it? Bosky, no biting. Bosky, stop. Ow! Okay. That was my fault. Good girl. Yes. Play. Play with your toys. Play with your toys. No biting. Yes. girl.
It's so nice. I'll talk about my key and then I'll show you, but it's just really cool to have so many pictures.
Okay, I just wanted to record this because it's so pretty. Chicken. That's not Bosky's. I just have a squash that I should have made for Bosky. That's Bosky's. Don't mind the browned edges of my squash there. Yes, but that was never me. I used to jump head first. Hey, it is Tuesday, the 5th of December. I got my hair adjusted this morning. It is now 2:36 p.m. and I made a salad for lunch. And it is not by any means the prettiest looking salad, but it's a good look. It's a very delicious salad. I roasted some chicken breast for dinner last night, but I was too tired to eat it, so I just put it in the fridge and then reheated it this morning. So it has that kale that I rehydrated with cold water because it was like dried up in my fridge. It's from the chicken roast to saute the kale, some tomatoes and some roasted chickpea and pepper, which the kale is kind of sweet, so I didn't want to add too much salt and pepper. And then on top of that, I just chopped up some apple and orange. And then I made a vinaigrette with the orange juice and some lemon and lime that I juiced, and olive oil, salt, and pepper for my salad. This and look for some jobs.
Where do you read? So this is a little bit of a challenging one, so I guess I'll talk a little bit about like how I read and all that. So I'm still kind of struggling to figure.
I'm making tea again.
Yeah, but roll within